Okay, so I just want to start this video off with saying that yes, I already did a review on the Indie from Andar, but that video is no longer up on my channel, and I wanted to kind of explain why. So a couple weeks ago, I posted a review on the Indie, put it up on my channel, and thought nothing of it. Andar reached out to me and said, hey, you presented some information in the video that wasn't exactly correct. Turns out that I was incorrect on some of the information that I presented in that video. That is my fault, 100%. I misread it on the website. I thought that it was made from a certain material. I didn't realize that the material they were talking about was actually a color. Look, I'm not always the smartest person in the world. I apologize. That is my fault. It's something that I have never really done before, messing up information. So I feel horrible. Andar was nice enough to reach out. I told him I would happily redo the video because that's my fault. So thank you to Andar for correcting me on that mistake that I made. And thank you to you, the viewer. If you saw that video and you're watching this one, thank you for watching both. But this one is the True Blue review of the Indie. And this time, we're going to do it right. Let's get into it. Okay, so like I said, this is the Indie from Andar, a nice sling crossbody fanny pack for you, made from some really solid materials that feel really nice to the touch, has very, very, very minimal organization, but is a very solid sling if you need something for your everyday carry, to bring with you when you travel, or just something when you go out and about to put some of your extra items in, and Max just kicked me in the butt. Okay, so first and foremost, the materials on this are made from full grain leather on the exterior and a durable canvas on the interior. Now, they have a color, this one right here. I can't pronounce that. I'm not even gonna try. This one is made from vegan cactus leather. This is the only one that is made from vegan cactus leather, and in my original video, I thought that they all were made from vegan cactus leather because I didn't realize that this word is a color. That is because I'm colorblind. Is that really the reason why? No, but that is the excuse that we're gonna use because I actually am colorblind. So one of the main things that I like about the Indie and why I was so kind of like drawn to it in the first place was not just the materials, but just like the overall aesthetic of this. I'm a big fan of this leather. Now, typically I like tarpaulin materials or maybe even like Cordura or Codra, but every now and then getting a good leather kind of bag is always really solid. I recently did a review on a bag called the Nutsack, and that bag has some similar leather elements, and I'm a big fan of that. I think it makes a nice touch. I think it does really well of accenting the bag, and having a full sling out of it is no exception. And one of the reasons that I think that this leather works so well is the material that this strap is made out of. Now, typically when I review like a sling or anything like that, the strap is either made of like one or two different types of material. It's just like a seatbelt material with like some padding where the strap should lay on your shoulder, or it's like a leathery tarpaulin kind of like weird material. This is a more durable, just regular type strap that I think works really well. It's easy to adjust. It's got a nice little thing here that's made from that same leather material on the strap to keep it nice and secure. It's got a nice buckle for adjusting, and overall I really like the hardware on it because this main buckle to unclip and clip it is just some beefy, durable, solid metal that does a phenomenal job of being easy to click and reattach, whether it's across your body or in fanny pack mode. Okay, and one of the things about the Indie that kind of threw me off in the beginning was I figured that with the way that this strap was and this beefy buckle here, that this wouldn't necessarily be the easiest thing in the world to adjust, but it's surprisingly super easy to adjust this to whatever you need, whether it's going to be across your body or to go in fanny pack mode. I found that regardless of what it is that I'm doing, this is surprisingly an easy sling to adjust. Usually when you have like a thicker strap like this and like a metal buckle like this, it's typically not the easiest thing in the world. Usually it's like a little bit more rigid, but overall, this is a very easy thing to adjust. Okay, so let's talk about the zippers and the zipper pulls. They're not weather guard zips, so this is not something you necessarily want to get caught in a monsoon with, but it does have some slight weather resistance with this leather material, but again, not something you want to be caught out in the elements with. I like the zipper, but I really like the zipper pulls. It's made from that same leather material that the entire bag is made out of, and they just feel really solid in your hand. So when it comes to organization and pockets on this, you have two compartments. You have this nice front compartment, which is just a simple flat compartment. There's no extra organization in here. This is really solid to put something like maybe your sunglasses, a small wallet, keys, change, cash, headphones. Your smaller items are gonna go in here. Then you have your main compartment, which is really nice. You have two little organization bits at the front, which do a really good job, again, holding some of those smaller items that maybe you want a specific place for. Then you have the main like chasm of the compartment, big enough to fit an iPhone 14 Pro. So if you're worried about like having a larger phone and it fitting in the sling, I'm pretty confident this will fit most phone sizes, if not like the Pro Maxes as well, on top of my wallet. I was able to put my iPhone 14 Pro in here, no problem. My Monarch wallet, headphones, keys, some cash, chapstick, and some other items. But then you have one more thing up against the back of the bag. There is a zippered compartment where you can put flatter, maybe more secure items that you might want. I typically don't use the zippered compartments inside because I want to be able to grab and go, but there is that extra level of maybe like security or just organization if you want it. I think this is a really solid sling. I like the look of it. This is definitely an aesthetically pleasing sling or fanny pack to look at. There's a lot of slings and fanny packs that I've covered on this channel that are just like sleek black tarpaulin, or made from the same material, or will kind of look the same. It's nice and refreshing sometimes to get something that's a little bit different and looks a little bit more, I don't know, like this leather look is just something to it. There's something to it that I really like. I really like, especially like old rustic leather bags, like the Indiana Jones, like rustic leather stuff. I absolutely love. I eat that up all day long. Num, 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 num. Feed it to me. I love it. I'm a big fan. And I really like this one. What I like about this one the most is just the way it feels. That's why I've been holding it this entire time. Something about this leather material just feels really solid. Overall, I think the Indy is a great sling bag, whether you're using it in sling, crossbody, fanny pack, travel, everyday, whatever it is. I think if you're looking for something small, minimal, that looks good, comes in a variety of colors for you to choose from. So it'll definitely fit whatever aesthetic that you want it to match. And it's just overall pretty darn solid. So if you have any questions, comments, or concerns about the Indy, let me know down below and I'll do my very best to answer those for you. Thank you guys again so very much for all the love and support you give this channel. It means the world to me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and all of that wonderful nonsense. And I will see you next time.